Welcome back to the Sipping Sooner. Thank you for joining me again today. Today we gonna discuss, with the firing of Jimbo Fisher, how many of his players there, are people really expecting to transfer out of there? And if so, are we gonna get any of them here at Oklahoma? Plus today we find out from the Big 12 some clarity on the whole tiebreaker scenario for the conference title game. So, Corso, you ready? I'm ready, man. Go ahead, man. Drop the intro. All right, Jimbo Fisher, man. Been at Texas A&M six seasons now, man. I think the man is 45 and 26 or somewhere around that area. Not that good, man, considering, what they paying him. And definitely didn't meet expectations, especially from the A&M fans who somehow believe that they, are supposed to be good. We know different here. But Texas A&M is 6-4 this year, and that's about what they do, man. I mean, they're average to slightly above average program, man. I mean, that's what the numbers tell us, and that's what our eyes tell us as well. Now, when it comes to Jimbo Fisher, man, a lot of people think, basically he swindled A&M out of all of that money. I mean, I don't know, man. A&M got rid of Kevin Sumlin for actually even doing a little bit better than Jimbo. They still got rid of his ass. So, I mean, I don't know. But I do know, man, Jimbo's walking out of here with a whole lot more money than Kevin left with. Man. $76 million. That's what he's leaving out the door with, man. $19.2 million, is what they got to pay him in the next 60 days. And then it's $7.2 million a year until 2031. And all that starts within 120 days of termination. So the clock is already counting down. We know the A&M got the money. So ain't nobody feeling sorry for him. And we'll see what they offer the next guy that comes in, because we'll see if they how desperate they get with their pocketbook. So some of the names, that you're hearing to replace him, you got Jeff Traylor from UTSA, Kyle DeBoer from Washington, Lane Kiffin even, man, Mike Elko, of course, Cliff Kingsbury. It just depends on which direction they go and how desperate they are to win. I mean, Mike Elko or somebody like that, he'll be able to win, and what I mean by win, I'm talking about actually like being in the playoffs and contending for the title. All those guys are excellent coaches, in their own right. But at the end of the day, some of these coaches will be able to get the job done a little bit quicker, depending on connections, staff. Now, we know teams like A&M and programs like A&M, especially, how they see themselves, versus the reality of the situation. Yeah, if they want to go and bring in a coach and let him build that program back up, the right way, you get his foundation, then that's cool. If they want to get results quickly, but maybe not be as good, in the long term, you can go get somebody like slimy ass Lincoln Riley. You can go do that. Lincoln, like I said, we know he just got to USC, but believe me, man, when I tell you, if he would leave OU's ass, he definitely would leave USC's ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just telling you the truth, man. I mean, that man ain't got no loyalty to no damn USC. Texas A&M will put him back closer to his home. I don't know if he wants to even be back. Now, like I said, it depends on which direction they want to go. If they want to win now, like I said, Lincoln Riley, his old slimy asses out there mysteriously getting sick. And then you got, of course, old dirty ass Urban Meyer. So both of those guys would give you instant results. You take somebody like Lincoln Riley. One of the things that most people from the outside looking in at A&M would tell you, in our opinion, if they can find a quarterback, because they got athletes, they got some hell of a recruiting classes, got plenty of talent. They just haven't been able to find a quarterback, in my opinion, since Johnny left. That includes Mons. He wasn't, and Kenny Hill, what's his name? Kenny Thrill Hill, whatever the hell his name was. Nah, man. Those guys, they ain't going to get it. But we know one thing. They got the talent there already. On that defense, is loaded. They done stole every 5-star defensive lineman available. But, yeah, Lincoln would come in, and you already know he would find a quarterback, and he'd find them quick. That would be, that would be something right there. They would definitely do some damage, man, if they had a quarterback with Lincoln and, helping them out. Because we know Lincoln, Heisman winners and Heisman runner-ups, that's what he do. So, yeah. I mean, as much as we can't stand it and much as we don't want to imagine it, it could happen. I wouldn't be shocked at all. Like I said, with Urban Meyer, I don't know, man. I don't really see that as a as a good fit. I mean, only because we know he's gonna get the brain pain, going on. But but now the big question is, how many of those guys try to take this opportunity and they jet up out of that bitch? Because, I believe, I'm not 100% right, but I believe that they got the option to transfer up out of there, once your head coach gets fired, and you can do it without penalty. So even if a guy transferred in there last year, I believe he's eligible, to transfer and play right away somewhere else, even though, the double transfer shit. But I'm not sure. Now, don't hold my feet to the fire on it, but I can swear that if your head coach gets fired, it's all good. You can make some moves out here. So now we finna get down to the nitty gritty, man. Now, I know a lot of OU fans is licking their chops, man, thinking that we're going to go back and get all those players that we came down to us in Texas A&M for that we didn't get. Now, I know that some OU fans ain't going to like what I'm about to say, and you already know how the sip master gets down, man. I don't give a fuck. Now, listen, when it comes to these guys, man, at A&M, all of those guys are super talented, man. Like you said, yeah, they I think this next year, they would have been a problem once again if they could have, found a quarterback. But that's always been the thing, though, And, the question is, how many of those players do you want, if any of them? If any at all. Me personally, I'm going to just lay it out there, man. I'm a vindictive type of motherfucker, man. I am. And, yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, all the guys that we had a chance to get and got left at the altar for, man, I ain't with that, bro. I'm not with that. And we know who the big three are. Gabriel Brownlow-Dendy, DJ Hicks, and LT Overton. All three of those guys are three guys that most of the OU fans and even the coaching staff believed that we was going to get. I mean, legit get. That's the only three names I'm gonna bring up. There's some other guys that they got on A&M's team that, we kind of, looked at and stuff, but found out pretty early in the process they wasn't coming here. But those three guys I just mentioned, we actually really thought we was going to get those guys, man. And especially DJ Hicks. Oh, Lord. Ooh, that still hurts, man, the way he did us. Now, I know if any of those three guys wanted to come to OU, we take them with open arms, man. We be, come on in, baby, and give them hugs and kisses. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's like chasing a chick, man, and then you find out, that you was her second choice. You know what I mean? And then after she done went out here and got with her first choice and he dumped her ass, then she come calling you, and then you all happy and excited about it. Nah, man, I told you, man, a sip master don't play like that, man. Be like, bitch, be gone. But anyway, this ain't about me. Now, when it comes to Dendy and Overton, I think you can blame those two misses on old sorry ass Lincoln Riley and his staff, man. Yeah, man. I mean, the timing was just messed up. We had Brownlow Dendy, he was definitely gonna come here. Now, he is the one that truly was. I think if Lincoln then wouldn't have left that year, he would have been the first one to come here. But the timing was Lincoln left, so he took the money and ran over to A&M, man. And hey, it's whatever, man. Me personally, I probably would have stayed and listened to what Brent had to say about it, but nah, he didn't give us that opportunity. But DJ Hicks, my man, what did he let us know? 15 minutes, 20 minutes before his commitment ceremony that, you know what, man, I think he's going to be A&M. After basically telling all the coaches at OU that he was coming. Hey, man, I don't know about you, but I still feel some type of way about that shit. I mean, he treated us dirtier than an ugly stripper, man. I mean, that was just, man, that was foul. But anyway, man. Now, one of the things that always keeps giving me joy about A&M, man, getting bent over by team after team, it is not only because they Texas A&M and they suck ass, but it's also because they truly thought that they could just straight up buy a championship. Buy an SEC championship, buy a national championship, and it ain't happened. And while we on it, throw Tennessee, Oregon, Miami, and sorry-ass Michigan State on the mattress too, and then do whatever you want to with them as well, man. All these NIL schools, man, that all these schools thought that they could just buy their way some wins and some championships, and they all have failed miserably. I guess if you want to really, break it down, Oregon probably got the most success out of it, but I mean, they still have yet to win a Pac-12 title, man, even after the NIL. So, hey, it's whatever, man. I hope you like how it feels. Now, I know some of those guys, some of their parents deserve some of that blame as well, man. So, yeah, they can get some of that ass whooping as well. I mean, I just look at it like, man, hey, you make these decisions, man. You just can deal with that shit, That's just how life is, man, in real life, man. You make decisions, and guess what? You got to live with them, Now, hey, like I said, if those guys, they truly want to come to Oklahoma, man, then, hey, we going to accept them with open arms. But we'll see, man. I don't want to see nobody out here getting pissed off and acting a fool if we get outbid again. Because we know the NIL junkies, they're going to be out here, man, in full effect, baby. Better believe Tennessee and Miami will open up that checkbook quick as fuck. Now, like I said, y'all know my stance on it all, man. These guys at that age and at that point in their life where, hey, decisions are being made, and that's just how it goes when you get to 18, 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, at the end of the day, all three of these guys, they gonna land on their feet no matter where they end up going. They all super, super talented. All of them gonna be in the NFL or get a shot at the NFL at the least. Barring anything, unforeseen. But so yeah, man. I don't want to see anybody out here, getting pissy and pissing all on the floor because one of these guys decide to break your heart again. So, man, just go into it. And if we get one of them, then, hey, it is what it is. If we don't, then, hey, don't worry about it. BV will bring in the right guys, man. He's going to have a nice little list of guys to select from, I'm sure, this off season. So don't sweat it too much, man. And as far as the conference trying to decide on what's going to happen with this tiebreaker scenario, like I said, we'll see what they say today. I'm not going to be shocked by anything that they do. I mean, we already know. The commissioner showed up and already told us that somebody was going to get digged down this year, and we know who somebody is. So, hey, it is what it is, man. So, anyway, man, I'm just going on and on and on at this point. I'm going to wrap this shit up. So, yeah, man, I want to thank y'all for riding with me today, man. And it's your boy Sippin' Soothing. And I'm out of this bitch. Peace.